All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunchtime Yoga. Today, let's see, Tuesday, the 21st, we are going to focus or continue focusing on external rotation in the shoulders and kind of shoulder stability and getting upside down in our handstands. So we're not going to go full handstand today. We're just going to start to introduce you to some ways to practice handstands at home, especially if you don't have a wall. This way you can, get comfortable on your hands without maybe like flinging into the wall or just like, wherever you are. So this gives you just some things to think about. It will continue our discussion on gymnastics inversions and shoulder stability. Today, we're also going to see a few new poses that we haven't necessarily spent too much time on, things like Warrior Two, side angle, just things that are a little bit more kind of front opening, which is a nice just kind of change from sitting more often than you're probably doing. Yeah, so we'll see a lot of fun stuff today. Get moving, stretching, and then that will just kind of culminate throughout the week until the end for Friday, where we'll kind of have this bigger practice where we'll incorporate a lot more things. So, all right, let's get started. Let's go ahead and sit on our shins on the mat. And you can set up anywhere on the mat that you'd like, but let's just go ahead and find a spot. Oh, I can't see that much. There we go. All right. So as you're sitting on your shins, again, if this is uncomfortable, you can go ahead, feel free to sit just kind of cross-legged. In this position, we're going to place our hands anywhere that's comfortable. Sit up tall, close the eyes like we do. And we're just going to take a big inhale through the nose. Then open the mouth, just let it go. Again, inhale. Let it go. One more big inhale. Open the mouth side out. Okay. And then just start to breathe in and out through the nose. Keep those eyes closed. Close the mouth gently. Begin to tune in to the breath, how it feels, how it sounds, the length on the inhale and exhale. Just bringing it to the front of your focus. We talk about breathing a lot because it's really vital to life. It's also really helpful for things like stress reduction, mental focus, all of those things. But as it relates to when we train and when we're in the gym, our breathing can create a sense of control in an otherwise uncontrolled environment. So, for example, you're doing 150 wall balls. Okay? That breath, the breathing that you use during that particular workout, it's really crucial in keeping your brain focused and you in control. Because what can happen in that particular workout is that your heart rate can just go through the roof. And then once it's through the roof, you've lost that smooth, controlled breathing. And then that's when you have to put the ball down and stop and recatch your breath. So being able to control your breathing in a moment here in stillness and a moment in duress, like that workout, Karen, 150 wall balls, is a really critical, important tool for us to use kind of on the mat, in a workout, and then in the day throughout your life when things get stressful. So that's why we focus so much time on it here on the mat before we even move. So as you're breathing now on that inhale, I want you to feel the ribs expand in all directions. And on the exhale, I want you to feel just everything soften back to a neutral position. Inhale to expand, fill up the lungs a little more completely. Exhale fully. Inhale from the pit of the belly all the way up through the top of the head. And then exhaling from the top of the head all the way down to the pit of the belly. So we create a breath that's bigger, that uses our diaphragm a little bit more, that's not really high and shallow in the upper chest. All right, I want you to continue breathing through the nose. Now I want you to firm the belly just a little bit. So we're going to close the space between the sternum and the belly button just a tad. So firm those ribs down. And I want you to tighten up, but also still focus on that smooth inhale and exhale. So what you'll notice is that you can still breathe fully, even with a firm belly. Okay? So we'll practice today kind of focusing on not only creating that stability in the shoulders and the core work that we'll do, but also utilizing the breath in that stability. Because you can still breathe when things are engaged. All right, so gently opening the eyes, we're going to continue breathing in and out through the nose for the remainder of practice. Now, you're going to take your hands alongside the waist. We're going to go 5 backward, 5 forward. We're just going to roll our shoulders. So bring your shoulders up to your ears and then around. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then bring them back down. Up towards the ears and back down. You've got 3 more. All right, and then let's go the other way. So bring those shoulders up towards the ears and we're going to roll them forward. Just trying to loosen things up. Specifically in the upper traps, they can get really tight from handstand work. So we like to make sure they're loose and warm. Cool. All right, let's go hands and knees. Couple rounds, cat-cow. So in this cat-cow, like we did yesterday, I want you to focus on the position of the belly. So on your inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round, send the belly button up towards the ceiling, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale to round. Try to open up the space between the shoulder blades. One more cycle. Inhale, belly drops, chest lifts. And then exhale to round. Bring yourself to a neutral position. We're going to focus on some scap push-ups like we did yesterday. We'll start on our knees and then we'll go to plank. So in this position, you're going to take your triceps and roll them towards the toes. Again, creating that external rotation and that stable shoulder position we did, we talked about last week. From here, you're going to draw your shoulder blades together, drop the chest towards the mat, and then round the upper back, press the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the upper back. Come to neutral here, and go ahead and plank position. Okay? So again, we're going to corkscrew the palms into the floor. So right hand is clockwise, left hand is counterclockwise. And you're trying to drill those palms into the floor. That will also help you get those lats involved as well. Couple scap push-ups here. Inhale, drop the chest down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, shoulder blades together. Exhale to round. Inhale, drop the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round. Let's go ahead and find a neutral shoulder position. Let's hold here on plank. For those of you either warming up for the CrossFit workout coming up later, or just haven't gotten a chance to check it out, part 2 of the workout has some handstand work. So this is a really great way to warm up for those handstands. All right, on your exhale, let's go downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. All right, couple breaths to pedal out the feet. Wiggle the hips side to side. You can shake the head yes and no. All right, let's find a still downward facing dog. Hands, shoulders distance, feet, hips distance. Again, externally rotate those shoulders. So screw those palms into the floor and then press the chest to the toes. I want you to take your front ribs and reach them up. So we've hollowed out the belly. Our biceps and ears are lined up. The active shoulders, all of the good stuff here. All right, inhale, let's come forward to plank. Drop your knees and hips down to upward facing dog, just nice and easy here. Let those hips settle. On your exhale, tuck your toes. Back to downward facing dog. Good. And then exhale, send it back down dog. All right, going through what we call the vinyasa. Okay. So here we go. Inhale, come forward to plank. Let's bring our knees down for this first one. Elbows close to the ribs. Exhale, lower to the belly. Roll the shoulders down the back. Inhale, lift the chest. And if you feel ready, because we just went into it, go for upward facing dog, straight arms. If you want to go cobra, just a little lift of the chest. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, forward to plank. This time we'll keep the knees off the floor. On your exhale, lower halfway, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, scoop the chest forward and up, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's do one more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right. Inhale to look forward between the hands. On your exhale, bend the knees and just walk the feet to the top of the mat. Feet come together, hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. And then exhale, we'll dive it all the way back down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's plant the hands. We'll step to plank. Lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Now walk or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, dive it down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step to plank. Lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's go one more. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Send the feet to the top of the mat. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Then exhale, dive it down. Hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Now bend the knees, chair pose. Hips low, arms reach up. You're going to squeeze those knees together. Pull the ribs in. All right, exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward. Hands on the shins, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step to plank, lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. And exhale, down dog. All right, adding on here, inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Now we're going to come into warrior two. So here's what I'd like you to do. You're going to place your left heel on the floor so that the left toes point to about 10 o'clock or so. On your inhale, you're going to swing your arms up and around. Your torso is going to face the left, arms wide like a T. Okay, once you take this inner right thigh, lengthen it forward, and then take the hips and scoop them down. So we've hollowed out the belly a little bit, and we're keeping this front knee in line with the front toes. Good. On your exhale, you're going to take your right forearm to the right knee, and then swing your left arm forward, bicep by the ear. You're going to open up the chest towards the ceiling and get really long through that left side. Left fingertips reach away from the left foot. All right, on your exhale, let's windmill the hands down. You're going to keep your left palm on the floor. Drill that left palm into the mat. On your exhale, step the right foot to meet the left side plank. Okay? With your hips lifting up and your right arm reaching up towards the ceiling, your left palm is driving into the floor to create that really active, stable shoulder. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's go second side. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. You're going to take your right heel and drop it down so that those right toes are now about 2 o'clock. Inhale, swing your arms up and around. Inner left thigh reaches forward, ribs pull down, okay? And then arms are out wide. More breathing. All right, exhale. Right or left forearm to the left thigh, swing the right arm forward. And then you're gonna open your chest up towards the ceiling as you reach your fingertips away. Try to get really long through the right side. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, let's windmill the hands down. Place the lower right palm on the floor. You're going to externally rotate by drilling the right hand into the ground. Then on your next exhale, left foot steps to meet the right side plank. Right arm pressing down, left arm reaching up. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Very good. All right, gently bring your knees to the floor. Sit on those heels. All right, next up, we're going to take just a couple breaths, couple of reps, if you will, in what's called the donkey kick. I've been in CrossFit classes before. This is just a nice kind of way to warm up our shoulders and everything for inversions. In this particular instance today, I don't care how high those hips go. I want you to focus on your shoulder position and your core engagement, okay? So we're gonna come back into that downward facing dog position. Before you go and start to kick up or hop up, I want you to drill those hands into the floor, and I want you to take your sternum, front rib, belly button, and go shoo, okay? Then we can start to hop those hips up, okay? So let's go downward facing dog. And all you're gonna do, like I said, doesn't matter to me how high you get. You're gonna bring your feet together, you're gonna look forward, bend the knees, and then keeping those arms really active and straight, just a little kick in the heels to the butt, and a little hop, okay? You guys are gonna do about 5 to 8 hops. Again, holding that core tight. If you wanna go really small, totally good. We're just looking for a little hang time on those hands, all right? 5 to 8. So squeeze those legs together. Try to reach those hips to the ceiling. Belly button to spine. Keep really tight. Good. When you're done with 5 to 8, child's pose. Toes touch knees wide, hips low. All right, next exhale, let's go downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Let's go back into warrior two. So drop the back heel down. Inhale, swing the arms up, okay? Now in terms of alignment, we're looking for front heel and the back arch to kind of become on like one line together. Okay, so adjust your feet accordingly. Inner right thigh scoops forward, hips whoop, down. All right, now flip your right palm, and on your exhale, we're gonna reverse. You're gonna take your right arm up and over. Left hand anywhere on the thigh, as long as it's not the knee. Inhale, we come back to warrior two. Exhale back into side angle. Either you can put the forearm back on the knee, or right fingertips inside of the right ankle, kind of hovering off of the floor. And then reaching the left arm forward. Again, everybody's opening the chest to the ceiling, scooping the right hip under. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, windmill the hands down, step to plank and hold. Yeah. Now we're going to go for some shoulder taps. We're going to do 20 total. Legs are active, shoulders are active. We're starting by touching right hands to left shoulder and alternating 20 times. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward between the hands. Bring the back heel down. Inhale brings you up for warrior 2. Again, set up your feet. So front heel lined up with back arch. And then inner left thigh goes forward. Tailbone goes down. Yeah. All right, flip the left palm. Exhale, reverse. Go up and back. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, coming into side angle, either forearm to the thigh or left fingertips down inside of the left ankle. Swing that right arm around and then open the chest to the ceiling. Inhale to come back up, warrior 2. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step back to plank. This time we'll lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, last little set of donkey kicks. So walk those feet forward a little bit. Bring them together. You can also rest in child's pose if you'd like. We're going to do 5. Really press into those palms. Hollow out the belly. Bend the knees. Kick the heels to the butt. Little hop. You got 5 reps, then child's pose. Woo. All right, child's pose. Inhale, come back up and downward facing dog. And bring your back knee down. So you're going to take this right foot and allow it to open up. Let that right knee fall out to the right. You get into those inner thighs a little bit. You can stay, you can come down to the forearms. A little bit more handstand work coming up, not too much. All right, inhale, come on to the hands. You're going to tuck your back toes and come up into a lunge. Lift that right, or that left knee, off of the floor. We're going to go and place our palms down and go into a 3-leg down dog. Exhaling that right leg up and back. Here we go, exhale. Swing it up and back. Shake it out. Let's go and bring that right foot down. Now you're going to step your feet forward just a little bit. Both feet, kind of similar to where you were in that donkey kick position. But this time, we're going to do little handstand hops with the right leg up. Okay, so keeping your left foot down, right leg up, bend your left knee a little bit. And all you're going to do is just a little hop. We don't need to go all the way to handstand. Lift your right leg to the ceiling. Okay, so 5 little hops here. You're just going to reach that right leg as high to the ceiling as you feel comfortable today. Good. And then you're place your right foot back down. Let's go downward facing dog. All right, inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra up dog. And breathe. All right, inhale, come on to the hands. You're going to take this left leg, and on your exhale, you're going to swing it up and back.
Bring your left foot down to the floor. Let's step our feet forward just a couple inches. We're going to now lift our left leg and do 5 little handstand hops with the left leg up. You're reaching that left leg as high to the ceiling as you can. One side will feel better than the other, but it's great to practice both sides. All right, here we go. 5 hops. Good. All right, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, draw those knees down to the floor. Swing those feet around. There's a couple more poses here. So reverse tabletop. Let's get into those shoulders. Feet flat on the floor, toes forward. Hands behind you, fingertips face your heels. All right, inhale, straighten the arms, open the chest, and lift the hips. Good. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Exhale. Bring those hips back down. Release your hands. We're going to take our right foot, place it over and above our left knee. Okay? And then this left foot is kind of an anchor along with the hands. So first thing is to sit up tall. If you feel a really good stretch here by sitting up tall, no need to go any further. If you're like, I'm not feeling very much, you can scoot your hips forward towards that left heel as long as the chest is up. A flat spine will do more for the stretch than bringing the hips forward. Okay? Breathe in here. All right, exhale. To release your right foot down, I would scoot your hips back a little bit so that now we can go left foot over and above the right knee. And we can lift our chest up, figure out kind of where we are in the stretch today, and then make any adjustments by bringing the hips forward if you need to, as long as you're kind of sitting up tall, keeping that shin moving towards the chest. And breathe. Go ahead and release. Got a nice little crack in the hip there. Go ahead and scoot yourself forward. We're going to come all the way down onto our backs. Okay, so keeping the feet flat, reach the arms forward. 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Bring those knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. Okay, keep your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg onto the mat. Now scoot the hips to the right. Exhale, let that right knee fall to the left. This right arm goes out. Shoulders relaxed. Everything's heavy. Let gravity do the work here. Every exhale, feel heavy. It'll also tell the body to soften, open up more. All right, right knee back to your chest. And let's switch. Extend your right leg onto the mat, left knee in. Scoot the hips to the left, and on your exhale, drop the knee over to the right. And then same thing, extend your left arm out and just let everything soften. Inhale, bring your knee back to your center. Bring the knees into the chest. Now we're going to rock forward and back just a couple times. We'll rock to the seat. And we'll close out here. So 3 or 4 rocks. And then when you're ready, sit. Sit cross-legged in a position that's comfortable. Sit up tall. Okay, final few breaths here. Okay, so hands anywhere that's comfortable. Sit tall, close the eyes.
For these final few moments, I want you to, keep the breath flowing through the nose. Just notice how you're feeling. In a 30-minute yoga practice like this, we get the blood flowing, mobility, get some flexibility, but we also get a lot of good focus. We probably got a little bit more oxygen than we normally do since we were breathing a little bit more intentional. So you might feel this sense of kind of calm, but also that you're feeling a little warm and kind of ready to go. So if that's the case and you're ready for a workout, but not a full workout, I would try the accessory piece from the CrossFit class today. Or if you're feeling good, just carry this feeling with you. And gently opening the eyes. So as you're practicing inversions this week and just shoulder stability, working in that plane, just remember that the more active your whole body is and the more active your shoulders are and the more you're utilizing as many muscles as possible, the easier the position is going to feel. So use the core, use the arms, use your legs, play with being upside down, get feet on the wall, whatever it is. Let's get upside down. It's also good for your brain, so let's get upside down. Let's have some fun with it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the workouts coming up later and throughout this week. Again, if you guys have questions, you need anything, you let us know. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.